If you're feeling confused or stuck choosing a degree, then you are not alone, and it's quite understandable, because the fear of choosing a wrong path, wasting your time, and at the end of the day struggling for opportunities is real, and it can be very overwhelming. So what we're going to do is, in this video, I'm going to run you through the 10 degrees that you need to avoid in 2026 and beyond, and I'll tell you why you need to avoid these degrees and possibly the other options, so that you can avoid the mistakes that many students, many graduates make, and that leaves them very frustrated. At the end of the video, you will know which degrees to be careful of and how to make smarter choices that can give you an advantage in the future job market. So let's get into it. Without further ado, first on my list is fine arts. I love art so much. It's a very good form of expression. However, when you're talking about modern career opportunities or today's career opportunities, it has limited opportunities and prospects for graduates. For instance, it's limited to mostly academia, museum, and high-end freelance income, all right, which is very limited. For instance, in the academia, because less students are enrolling to study fine arts, that means less prospects for lecturers who are lecturing this course, so their job is not even secured for the future. And again, because of digital art, AI, visuals, and all of the things that are possible with AI and technology now, there is less demand for professionals in this field. And if you're already studying this degree, you can combine fine arts with digital media, UI UX design, animation, game art, and many other similar skills to combine your creativity with in-demand skills that can give you amazing opportunities. The second degree on this list takes us to the sciences, and that is zoology. I don't know much about animals myself. It's not like I do not like animals, but I don't know a lot about them. Some of you have pets, dogs, cats. Let me know in the comment section what's your favorite pet. But if I were to have a pet, probably a nice looking dog. I don't know, there are different species, but just a nice looking dog. But back to the topic, right? Zoology is a degree that in a country like Nigeria, it's not very marketable, it's not very marketable. So there are limited opportunities. And again, most of the career opportunities are in the academia, which again is shrinking because of the reduced number of students that are enrolling for this degree. So less prospect for even people in the academia. So my advice is that if you have any other options to study another degree, then preferably you can go for them. And at number 3 on the list is theater art. Again, I love art. Myself, I'm an artist. I write poetry, which is another form of art. Then, of course, dance, performing art, theater art is another form of art. So I cannot in any way look down on this form of art. However, when you're talking about opportunities for career and growth, it is very limited in a country like Nigeria. Again, and most importantly, the reason these degrees on this list is because I believe that a lot of skills around performing art and theater art and dance and all of that, and all of those can be learned outside of the 4 walls of the university. You do not need to actually go to the university to learn the skills. Some of the best theater artists or best actors and performing artists did not even go to a formal education, get a formal education, right? They learned it through maybe people that knew it and just lived experiences. So that's why I feel that studying this degree for 4 years may actually not, to me, be the best use of your time. However, if you're very passionate about art and theater art, and this is what you believe you can do, a degree would also help you maybe in your career. It just would be a bonus. But if it's not for the passion for it, then I don't think that it is worth it. At number 4 is library and information management. Many years ago, library and information management used to be seen as a stable career path. But right now, with AI-powered searches, digital databases, automated cataloging systems, this profession is shrinking at a very high speed. So as a result of these digital technologies, there isn't a lot of prospects for graduates of this degree. Hence, you need to learn other related skills that can give you additional opportunities. For instance, if you're already studying this degree, you can learn digital archiving and metadata tools, and also learn AI and how it relates to what you're studying, so that you can position yourself for better opportunities in the world of AI and machine learning that we're in. As number 5 is religious studies. So religious studies and theology provide very rich academic and cultural understanding, which is very key, but they have fewer directly related career paths. So we are talking about maybe ministry, religious organizations, the academia. It's very, very limited. And again, the pay that these kind of opportunities attract is not very, very fantastic. To be sincere with you, I really don't know people that around me that studied religious studies or are interested in it. But let me know in the comments, do you think that this degree is very, very relevant in the world of today, or do you think it has opportunities? I've not met anyone that I know that studied religious studies, so let me know in the comments. So it has limited opportunities. But if you know that you want to become a theologist, or is there anything like theologist, you want to go into religion, maybe you want to become a religious leader, and you want to become an authority religiously or religiously speaking, then maybe something you want to go for. But if it's for the dough, there are a lot of better things that you can be doing with your time, in my opinion. And sitting at number 6 of the list of degrees to avoid in 2026 and beyond is tourism and hospitality management. Very nice sounding degree. I like the sound of it again. Let me say it again. Tourism and hospitality management. And then to say the truth, tourism is big and huge in many parts of the world, but in a place like ours in this country is not there yet. All right. And that is why people who go and study this degree for 4 years, when they graduate, I wonder what are the clear career paths that they can then venture in at the end of the day that would, give them good opportunities in terms of like career that is well paying. You know what I'm talking about? It's not really there much. So in a country like ours, studying that degree for 4 years, to me, is not the best use of your time. However, if you want to get into the hospitality and tourism and hospitality space or field, there are a lot of things that you can do on your own. You don't necessarily need a degree to do well. Say you want to go into hospitality, you want to, work in that sector, maybe build your own hotel or do stuff around hospitality and tourism. You do not necessarily need a degree, but if this is what you like and you're passionate about it, who am I to say no to it? But if you have other options, then maybe not. And at number 8 is philosophy. Now, philosophy teaches critical thinking, ethics, which is fantastic and I love it. But without applied skills, it doesn't directly translate to any clear career path. And that's the problem I have with philosophy. And in a world in the world we live in today, employers are looking for, yes, your critical thinking, philosophical reasoning and all of that, but additionally with your technical abilities, the skills that you have to bring to the table. However, I would not outrightly say that this degree does not have any usefulness. It's not too bad. So if you are stuck with this degree or this is the only option that you have, then so be it. But I'll advise that you learn some additional skills with it, like digital communication, AI or digital ethics, and similar other skills that can also now help you and position you to have those skills that employers are looking for so that you can be employable. And at number 9 of the list is biology. So biology degree usually focus on the theoretical aspect, especially because they are usually prerequisites to other degrees like medicine, pharmacy, and other similar degrees. A biology degree on its own will limit your job opportunities. To get the best of this degree, you need to get further education, maybe a master's degree or something. And besides, it is best to focus on a specialization when pursuing a further degree in biology so that you can increase your chances of getting a well-paying job. Otherwise, if you'd also like to know the best degrees that will be in high demand in 2026 and beyond, I have a video where I talked about the top 15 degrees that you should be aiming at studying in 2026 so that you can get the best opportunities and the high-paying jobs for yourself. The video is somewhere on my left or my right there, somewhere there. Make sure you click watch, enjoy, and I will see you in the next one.